Lovely people, most welcome to the page here on GBC News. This is where we do chit chatting. We get those who matter when it comes to sports development. Today, we are throwing our lenses on cricket again. The Ghana Cricket League qualifiers A and B has ended at the weekend. Very, very beautiful matches played, and teams that really excelled. Others that really had to push hard to get into the top four really did. And then those who needed to really look back and say we really caused our own downfall because where we are, we can't move to the top four. Really also happened there. So exciting times there. We say congratulations to the Ghana Cricket Association, all the leadership there. We give you thumbs up for such a human's job. The Ghana Cricket League has ended for the year. The other activities that you'll be doing. But one gentleman that has been a key figure there, that's our correspondent, Ghana Cricket's correspondent, our brother, Davis Clottey is in the house to really give us a mental picture of what really transpired. And then at the end of the day, what should we be expecting? Some of the highlights, the low points, what can be done to really make the next edition exciting, even more exciting, and reposition our national teams for international events. So Davis is in the house. Congratulations again. You've been able to navigate all the difficulties every day. You'll be at the Oval every Sunday, following the teams everywhere. How are you?
I'm doing well.
So what Ghanaians do? Give us a mental picture. We won't waste much time. Give us a mental picture. When did this league that ended on Sunday, when did it start? How many teams? What really tell us more.
So it started early December last year, and it has run for 14 weeks. 14 every Sunday. There was a league, except one Sunday where the Indians had to play one of their tennis tournaments that they played. So every Sunday there was the league. So
meaning every Sunday the Achimota Cricket Oval was busy after the African Games.
After the African Games, okay. Yeah. So there were two groups, like you rightly mentioned. So these groups were divided into 8 in each part. 4 will be demoted to Division 2. They call it Division 2, and then the rest of the 4 that will qualify from both groups, they will go to Division 1. That's why I said Division 1 qualifier, but it is a Premier League because they will not go further. Okay. There won't be qualification to the next level. That is the elite of the league. So I call it the Premier League. Okay. Because we will not have a Premier League again. It will be Division 1.
But there will be other teams that will need to show up and then come and join.
Yeah. So at the end of the next season, which I believe will be very soon, they have to play this year so that they keep the players active. 2 will be demoted from the Division 1 to Division 2. The Division 2 would not have only 8 teams. So if there are other clubs that want to register, I'm even hearing some new clubs are coming up. Some of the Indians, the Pakistanis, and then the Bangladesh, they are in town. So they mostly want to form new clubs and then be competitive, get more people to come and play. So the Division 2 will not have a limit. Okay. So it could be more than 8 teams. It could be 10, it could be 12, and then they'll be playing their round robin. So top 2 will now qualify to the Division 1. Then bottom 2 from Division 1 will also come down to Division 2. So that's how they've structured it.
So walk us through how many teams really participated. Tell me their names. Some of their names are
very so we had
it looks like it belongs to companies and stuff like that. So
of course.
Rana Motors is... I see Devnik.
Of course. Yeah. So Devnik is the sponsor of the team Devnik. Okay. They used to be Charisma.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they used to be Charisma. That's the previous season. So now it's Devnik. And like the jersey I'm wearing, Rana Motors. So Rana Motors is actually also having a team for itself where workers of Rana Motors are also
encouraged to play cricket.
Yeah, some of them are playing. And they presented this jersey to me at a party they organized.
Oh, okay.
There were Rana Motors players there. It was just wonderful. Yeah. So Rana Motors is there. Carroll Super Kings is also there. They played second yesterday. In fact, the game they played with Supreme Cricket Club, if they had gotten a better net run rate, we call it NRR, they would have toppled Rana Motors. Ooh. Because Rana Motors had played their game the previous week. So the difference in the NRR, listen up. from the first team, that's Rana Motors, their NRR is 1.889.
Okay.
That is the net run rate. That of Carroll Super Kings is 1.827.
Oh.
It was very close. In fact, it became the argument at the Oval yesterday when it was left with that match between Supreme Cricket Club and then CSK, which they won by 6 wickets. So they needed to just save a little more wickets and then score more runs. But unfortunately, Supreme scored first, and they scored 96 for 8 wickets. And then they needed 97, 98, any that is above.
Charlie.
And the argument was, so I was just watching the Ghanaian youth players who were arguing about how the calculation will go,
Okay.
who will fall first, and it was just wonderful to see them. I mean, talking about the game and who should be first, because if you are first, at least it gives you some leverage, like you are champions.
Yes, bragging rights.
Yes,
everything.
of course, of
You
course.
work with
So
shoulder, stuff
CSK,
like that.
they both had 12 points.
Okay.
That means they won 6 matches
Okay.
out of. But Carroll Super Kings beat Rana Motors. And then Carroll Super Kings was also beaten by Evolve Pet.
Okay.
You see, like the game
So these are the presentations, the final presentation.
yeah, so that's the captain of Rana Motors.
So the jersey you are wearing, that's the
that's
jersey.
the jersey I'm wearing.
Okay.
Yeah, so
you have
that's
series of jerseys.
Shijo Divasia. That's the captain, and he's with Rana Motors.
Okay.
Yeah, and this young chap in the middle there, Richmond Ballery, a very fantastic player. He was actually adjudged the most valuable player in the league.
Great.
He got 62.30 of the points. Okay. That made him
and
the
that's, so this
most
is
valuable. That's Salt and Pepper. This is the other group. That's Group B. So okay. Group B also had the likes of Alpha Cricket Club. They topped the group actually. Okay. And then we have Salt and Pepper. Salt and Pepper is a restaurant.
Yes.
They have Spinters, Tema.
They're everywhere.
Yeah. So they came second. Okay. So this is Alpha Cricket Club. And they came first with 14 points. And they are the only team that won all their matches.
Oh, okay.
Unbeaten.
Wow.
They are so super that, you know, there was argument. Okay, now the top four here, we are going into the league. So we'll see who is who. Because Salt and Pepper want to play Rana Motors. Rana Motors topped in Group B, Group A. They want to play Alpha Cricket Club. So there is that argument. That okay, now the top four, we are coming together. We'll see who is who. Really. But there was this nice thing about this club called MMG. Okay, so they had to qualify on the brink of the last match, which they played against Hurricanes. Of course, they are going to win that match because Hurricanes is not that strong. So Devnik United, which you mentioned, they were then fourth, but they lost their game against Alpha. That was last week. And then MMG also lost to GT Cricket Club. They placed third in their group. So you needed NRR to qualify if you have the same points. So the more you score, the better your chances. So in Group B, that was what happened. And then yesterday, MMG beat Hurricanes, all right. And then look at the net run rate difference. MMG is fourth. They've qualified. In fact, nobody thought they could qualify because they were the ones that, when you are counting the toughness, they are down.
Yes, they were there.
And Devnik was up. Now, Devnik went 3 matches unbeaten. They were the first team that won their 3 matches unbeaten. But their consequent matches, I think they lost some players as well. Rexford Bakum, who is an integral part of their team, plays very well. A national team player was out. Okay, like he had to go and do some other stuff, so he was out. So it brought it affected them. So MMG beat Devnik in week 10, and that was the shocker, and that was the turning around for
the rest of them.
So Devnik had 0.394 NRR, and MMG had 0.497. So you see the difference. It tells you that yes, you play, you win, but it will come to like in football, you look at
head-to-head
goal difference. So this is the goal difference in cricket. And if you don't look at it, it also comes in, I want toss. What do I decide to do? Do I want to bat first or I want to field first? That decision also plays a vital role. If I know you are stronger than I am, then perhaps I might want to bat first, so that you will not get more NRI, because you only need to score a little above what I score. So if I score 20, you need to score 21. Then the game is ended. But if you are scoring first and you win, you can score 200, and then you limit me to maybe 50 or 100, and then you won by 100 runs. So that is what mostly shoots this natural rate up.
So the high point, was there any discovery in the league? Was there any surprise spark aside that match day 10 where there was a big surprise?
Well, apart from MMG beating Devnik, I think all the matches, I mean, you expect it to go how it went. Like Alpha beating all the teams. In fact, their match against Salt and Pepper was very, very tough. It was nice to watch because the two teams are very good. They had Ghanaian players in it, national players in it, mixed with the Indians. And so the game was exciting. There was a game between Defenders and Supreme Cricket Club, which had to take the last ball to secure a win for Defenders. They needed it so badly because actually they are even out of the league. They can't qualify. They fell fifth on the table, and BGC qualified. BGC had their hands in between their thighs, just hoping that things would favor them.
And it did.
And it did. So that match, there was this youngster called Eric Amwa. Okay, he was playing, he was hitting the balls, and then the last ball, if he scores 1, 2, 3, 4, they've lost against Supreme Cricket Club. And they needed 6 runs to win. And then the last ball was when this guy hit 6.
Wow.
The last ball. In fact, the joy on the faces of the team, they had to run to the pitch. And it was so exciting to see that youngster. So he became the hero of the day because nobody expected. Now it's up to the one who bowled the ball and then the one who bats the ball. Can you score 6 and win? Oh, you can't score. You just block, or you just score 1, or you push for 2 runs. And in cricket, you can never run. You cannot run change for 4 times. Even 3. Even 3 times. It's difficult because unless maybe there is no backup when the ball is being brought back to the pitch, then maybe there is a misfield and somebody misses the ball and then it will run through. That is when you can take advantage and make a 3rd run or even a 2nd run. So that last ball, I mean, excitement. Everybody was just watching. Will it be 6? Will it be 4?
And then the gentleman did that.
Young boy.
That
young
magic.
Boy. And he did that magic. So it was one of the exciting moments in the league. Apart from that, we've had some youngsters. Jeremiah, who is playing for the under-19 team. Jacob. Very young players who are also pushing. It tells that we have a lot to do when it comes to cricket. We should be, putting more energy in development in the young ones.
If you cast your mind back from the refurbishment and from the African Games perspective, how ready is the country with the league going on and everything for us to beef up our national team for competitive events on the continent?
Okay, so with the current league happening, it's good. But it's only seeing most of the players around Accra.
Okay.
Now, I've not spoken about this club, South Pond Base Rasbingi. Okay, although they didn't also do well, they fell out. They were bottom of Group A. They lost all their matches.
Okay.
The last match they played was really exciting, and
they lost.
They lost. They did well, and it's interesting to notice that there is a board member in the person of Francis Ayikan. We call him Ni Onuga.
Okay.
Because he can't speak Ghana.
Okay.
He has been in the central side all his life. So he decided to play their last match. Against Defenders. So that was last week. That match, Defenders needed to win convincingly so that they could be able to qualify and beat BGC with the net run rate. But Rasbingi want us, and then they were like, we want to bat. And that spoiled the game for, like I was telling you, the net run rate. If you get to score more and you limit your opponent, then it goes up.
Great.
So Francis, before I realized, Francis is coming to play, he's wearing jersey, I said, wow. In fact, that was the first time I saw him playing competitively.
Okay.
And although he couldn't bat that well, he bowled well. And in Ghana, we don't have very good
bowlers.
batters.
Batters, rather.
Yes, we don't have very good batters.
Really?
So it's difficult to bat because there is a ball coming at you at a very fast pace, and you need to.
Then you
decide
people
what
should
to
come
do.
and learn from the baseball people.
It's the same thing.
But the baseball people, they are batting well.
No, but you see, they also miss.
That's what missing there. It's just like a goalkeeper in the post that by all means you concede a goal
Okay,
one way or
so
the
let
other.
me tell you the difference here. With cricket, there is a ball, a leather ball. Okay, yes, it's just like the baseball, but that one where they've sewn is at the same side. So there is the tendency of it twisting when it is coming to you. Baseball, they throw it straight, it's coming straight. But with cricket, it bounces. It has to bounce once.
Okay.
If it bounces two, it is no ball, and you'll be punished. So that is the difference. And somebody bowls and spins, so the ball doesn't come straight.
It will land.
It will land and
so if
tell
you can
you.
see,
That is why it is difficult to bat.
Okay.
You get
So,
it?
viewers, it's just the cricket league that just ended, and we're just looking at the positives that really happened. And we say big congratulations once again to the Ghana Cricket Association. The reason I'm saying this is that everybody cries that, oh, we don't have a pool we can go in for resources here and there. But they keep doing these things, and the clubs are playing greater role. You get closer to the Ghana Cricket Association, and they will tell you some of their challenges. I always don't look at the challenges. I look at how they can rise up from the challenges. And one of them is really staging a successful league. After the African Games, you won't let the facility go waste. So the league is going on, and I think that we need to praise them from the leadership. If I start mentioning names, I'll forget some, and I'll be called to the Sahindrin. So everybody at the Ghana Cricket Association, I salute you, and please keep on doing it. And then let's spread the game. We'll talk about that one. So right now, if you look at this one that has kept the players active, looking at even the young ones that are in the under-19 side and stuff like that. If you look at it, has it been a good workout session for them, looking at the fact that Ghana wants to get back to where she belongs in terms of the African rankings and stuff like that?
Yeah, of course. It's been a good one because this is the first time we've had a league that has more teams. Because the previous league that was played, yes, there were 2 groups, but the teams were not more. Okay, that was the one that Supreme Cricket Club beat CSK in the finals. That was on the 3rd over, which has not been developed because they were working on the 2 overs for the African Games. So you could realize that definitely the boys had been separated from the men. I hear some of the players saying they will move to some of the teams going to the Division 1, which I feel is not good because then there will not be competition at the Division 2. So I don't know what GCA will do about that. Yes, there could be transfers. I mean, most of the clubs want to boost their teams because now
and that's why
they are going to meet
new talent.
Of course. So it's good. The young ones are learning. I mean, there is this Hakuto who finally had to start playing for BGC, although it cost them a lot with some misfielding. It's a learning curve for them. And the more the leagues are played, if GCA could do more, like a team coming from Salt Pond, a sand land, where they can't get a pitch to even train, but they come here to come and train, and then they play. We
pray that they get more resources so that they can support them even in terms of their transportation here and there. I know they are doing a lot. Ghana Cricket is doing a lot, but maybe if more resources come, they can do more. So let's pray that.
So with the hubs, Eastern, Volta, bringing teams to Accra to play because we don't have ovals there. The only other place there is oval is Obuasi, which is not also TEF.
Okay.
I know very soon it will also be developed. So if we have teams coming from there, or we could have other teams playing from there, and we can even name them zones.
Okay.
And then those who win there will come to.
But the end of the day, money.
Yeah. It's about the money. But you see, sometimes when you have passion, you don't look at the money. There are a lot of the people, the coaches in the other hubs of cricket that they do things to develop the game really, that they don't look at what GCA will give them or where they are getting it.
It happens in all the sports sectors. There are passionate people there who are using their own resources to develop players, to develop the game, and then at the end of the day, the nation comes and then claps and then goes. So we are all just hoping. We are now in a resetting mood. So, Mr. Kofi Adams, Minister for Sports and Recreation, we salute you. The cricket people will also come in. I know your doors are open. You said you are doing an open door policy, so the cricketers will come and with their team to also come and see if they can also get a bite of the national cake. So
to get back there, too, if we do all these things, I think it's a long-term plan.
Okay.
In 5 years to come, we'll see Ghana winning laurels, like the way Nigeria is going to the world anyhow. They host championships and all that. Ghana could also get there. And we that talk about the sports, or we that propagate the message, we'll also be happy, we'll be glad. Because as I sit here, yes, I'm happy in one way that this league has gone on successfully, but I'm not happy in the other way, because when it comes to the national team, we are not really doing like we used to do. I remember in 2018, Ghana went to Nigeria, beat Nigeria back to back 2 tournaments, Africa, ACA T20, and then ICC qualifier. Ghana beat Nigeria 4 times. I watched.
So which one did you win, the Pepsi or something that it was like Pepsi was sponsoring or something? Did you go to South Africa?
No, so Pepsi is a sponsor of ICC. Okay. So actually they bring money in. So the more you develop, the more they bring you money. That's how it works. So Pepsi is one of the sponsors. But I think there are some new sponsors who are also coming in, and it's making ICC look lucrative. So Ghana, we have to develop more.
Okay.
It will get to a time, if we develop more, we will not even need government's money.
Okay.
That's what will happen, because there will be enough to even go to other regions that they've not even started the league, or they've not started playing. You have to do the courses, the intro courses for the coaches, training of the trainer, before they will introduce it to the kids in school, before they will become a community club. Like, it's a stage-by-stage approach.
Great. And you, for instance, you've tagged yourself in the next 5 years, if everything goes on well, then we see more games being played everywhere. Well, good to have you. And we pray that the GCA will get more money and then do more education for media guys, so that you not be the only one tired.
I remember that, and
we've
I
done
think
some
it
before.
will come.
We'll do again.
Yeah, it has happened before.
And we'll do again.
It should happen, so that when all of us understand the game, it's about understanding the game, because you cannot talk about what you don't understand.
Good.
Of course.
And to everybody at the GCA, we say a big thank you to you. Vice President is on the GBC breakfast right now, so I can't bring him here, so you are here. So and everybody out there, all the cricketers, the females, we have not forgotten about you. We are with you guys in spirit. Please continue doing it. We know when the door opens, you guys will pass rent and you bring smiles to the country. That's in the page. Today we are not doing football, we did cricket, so don't worry. Tomorrow and the next day, so we'll be doing football and other stuff for you. But Davis, thank you very much for your time, and wish you all the best for your constant update. So it's with Talk Sense Sports. So on all social media platforms, so you go there, you get more information about cricket and any other sport he has been doing. He's also crazy like me. Next week we'll be at the race score, and then talk about horse racing and bring you the rest of it as well. I am Teofilo Sampa. That's where we pause here on the page. Return same time tomorrow. Have a lovely day.